Let's get back to the Connor Happer Show on 1620 The Zone.
All right, AP poll alert. This is for the women.
Women, because we support women.
The undefeated Nebraska women's basketball team entered the AP Top 25 for the first time this season. Number 24.
Why not higher, cowards?
Coming off of a 101-83 win at Penn State on Saturday. So what does that combine now for Nebraska men's, women's basketball and volleyball? Like 52-0 or something like that?
Oh, yeah. It would be 17 from the basketball, 32 from the volleyball.
Is it that many? That number is 49.
Yeah.
But I thought it was above 50 for some reason. Anyway.
I am prepared to be wrong.
What's up with Nebraska men's basketball, women's basketball, and volleyball never losing?
You're so focused on the football.
The football is responsible for all of the losses.
You know, I don't think wrestling loses either.
Yeah, how about that? Throw them in there.
Yeah.
I guess Nebraska, not football, wins every game.
Oh, they're both teams are 9-0, so that would be 50.
50-0.
I apologize. Bad at math.
You didn't count the Creighton game.
I didn't.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, to the phones we go because we are an open forum for you all. 402-951-1620 on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline. Here is Nebraska Ball Mike. Hi, Mike.
Hello, gentlemen.
How you
I
doing?
wasn't going to do this, and then something came into my head.
Mm-hmm.
Connor, do you think Mac really wants to leave this program this bad, or is he going to stick around a couple of years so he can fix it?
That is a great question. We just got we just got a similar comment. I've always thought that he was going to be one more year after this. I don't know if this ends up this way for Creighton. Does that make him less or more likely to just retire? I'm not sure. I really don't have a sense on that.
If I'm him, I don't leave like this.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
he might. But I don't know. I don't know how much he care. Like, you know, he feels as if the program is going to be in competent hands with Huss. So maybe the decision, if it goes bad this year, if it continues to go bad, is like, he could just steer it in whichever direction he wants to steer it in, and let's start this process now. I genuinely don't know.
Okay. And as far as the coaching changes go, welcome Gideon and Rob.
Put up. Let's go. How do you feel? DC O-line coach, both new, both young. They're hungry.
I feel better about the O-line.
Okay.
If your nickname is Jeep, you better run over some people.
That's what I'm talking about. Offensive line coach named Jeep is pretty solid.
So I don't know what the San Diego State guy's going to do, but I feel better about the offensive line right now. And I will say that this is the first bowl game that we've ever been in that I don't care about.
Yeah. Get used to it. Don't get used to it because the bowl games might not exist going forward. So we'll see about that. I thought there would be more.
It's really weird right now.
I thought there'd be more Nebraska ball gloating from you yesterday. Did you go to the game yesterday?
I did. It felt really weird. Now we have to go make it stand up.
Okay.
We're going to
like
finish
that take.
11-0 in the non-conference. Now we have to go make it stand up.
All right. Well, Mike, it's great to hear from you. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. Bye. That's Nebraska ball Mike. Does it I'll try to say this carefully. Does it his first response was it was weird. And I think he probably meant that from a Nebraska ball point of view. Like, this is weird.
Sure.
We might be really good, know.
Yeah.
But did it make it? And keep in mind, like the rhythm and the flow of the game and all that stuff. Like, both teams were missing copious amounts of shots yesterday.
Especially early.
Does it make it less enjoying? Do you enjoy it less as a Nebraska ball fan that you beat like a like this like kind of a soulless Creighton, like a
a husk of the Creighton Bluejays past.
Right? Yeah. Does that make it worse?
I mean,
or does that make it better
in this
because it
rivalry,
has
though,
different sort of ramifications for the future?
In this rivalry, a lot of teams expected to win have not won.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
They broke that trend.
There is something to say about doing what you're expected to do in this game.
They broke that trend.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well,
TCB.
Travis says no,
Travis.
it does not make it any less enjoyable that that Nebraska is able to beat a shell of itself.
You beat your rival. You beat him handedly. You should celebrate that.
Yeah, I agree. I just wondered how it, because I didn't go yesterday because I wouldn't have liked seeing myself getting memed in real time. But I just had to take it all on the couch. But I don't know. I wonder how it felt in the building yesterday.
Seemed like it felt pretty good.
The chance at the end of the game would lead you to believe that. But was it really? This might be one of the most honking takes I've ever had. But did it reach full satisfaction level given you saw what Creighton was?
Were you fully husked?
Were you fully did you get the most out of it? Or is that still to come today with the Schadenfreude coming toward Creighton as a program, me, John, whoever it might be? Is that still the victory lap is really where you get the good stuff out? It's possible. Travis says I was full mast.
Okay.
You should have
full mast, yes.
Okay. You enjoyed it.
I gotta say, over the years, the Nebraska basketball fan base has gotten very good at memes and creativity on social media.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say, I love it. It's great.
Good bit.
Great bit.
You're ready to rule.
Yes.
Great bit.
Yes.
What about when you're scrolling through the comments of the response of Creighton basketball's final score graphic
that I couldn't read because of the old English,
and then you see me a bunch of times?
Oh, I like that. There was one where it was an old ship. It was an old wooden ship, the Diversity, and it had just Rinkmast's face on every sail, and Hoiberg was standing in the butt. It just makes me giggle. I like it.
So to Nebraska ball, Mike's call.
Kansas could never.
Text from the 402. How badly does Mac regret not retiring before the season, and do you think his timeline will change based on the results this year? And then another one, I'll pair it along with this. It says, where do you turn next if you're Mac? Seems like he was trying to send a message yesterday by sitting the starters for majority of the second half. You could somewhat live with Green and Dix being unproductive on the offensive end because they bring intensity defensively. The other three starters, not so much. So the Mac, I as I said to Mike, I genuinely don't know where. I know they're going through it right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. But I that'll probably be an evaluation after the season. I thought that he was going to be 2 anyway. After that announcement came out last year. So I guess I'll stick with that. But I it's so difficult for me to tell how much, if any, impact them being like this year has on whether he stays or not. Like I said to Mike, you could really play it both ways. You could say, well, either A, I don't want to leave it like this. And by the way, it's December, so there is still some time to get to where you're going to go.
Conference season starts next.
We'll see how it feels at the end of the year. But if it stays like this, which is certainly possible, the response could be like, well, I don't want to go out like this, and we're going to run this thing back with some tweaks next year and go from there. Or the other side could be, well, all right, we laid whatever base we laid this year. Huss, you take it. You take these same group of guys and you put your stamp on it, and maybe you have the magic touch with this thing. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, what would the vibes be if Mac just left last season and this was the first few months of the Huss era?
That's a great question.
You'd be beside yourself. Most Creighton fans would.
Yeah,
I would think.
That's a good point. I mean, I think Mac provides, like almost like a meat shield, type of thing. Like, hey, this is on me, but it's on the guy who has already created so many successful basketball teams over the year and so many teams that have overachieved throughout the year. So you're like, okay, well, wherever this is going, I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere. It will be different at the end of the season. But man, yeah, you're like you said, Josh, the clock continues to tick. That's for sure. Matt Chicago writes in.
Matt in Chicago?
1620, the sour grapes is what it said. Do I seem like I have sour grapes? Are my grapes sour, Josh?
So every fan is different.
I don't feel like my grapes are very sour.
There's a lot of, we've talked about this with Nebraska ball before. There's a lot of tell me we're good.
Yeah.
Tell me we're good with this fan base.
That's true.
Creighton can't be awful and tell me we're good. Tell me we beat a good team. Like those ideas butt heads with each other.
Okay. Well, so should I just say both of those things? I think Nebraska ball is good. Not good. I think Nebraska ball is good.
That's why I try to use legit, because I've ruined the word good.
And I think Creighton is is not a very good version of itself right now, whatever that ends up being.
I think Nebraska ball is going to be pretty darn good.
Good. Oh, what's that? Good. Norm writes in. I don't know that I want to be hearing about Connor's grapes on the air. That is indeed a fair point. All right, want to hear from you guys. 402-951-1620 on the Prairie Flower Casino Zone hotline. But take this opportunity to rub it in, to wave the big red flag around, like whatever you got to do. That's good. We're here for you guys the remainder of the show. Sam's going to join us at 1. Sam McEwen of the World Herald. But we do have to talk about the other stuff that happened over the weekend on the football side as well, where Donovan Raiola was let go. They hired a new guy named Jeep, which is amazing. They hired a new defensive coordinator. They're going to the Vegas Bowl, where Utah is scheduled to run for 490 yards. And then the playoff exploded because the bowl system exploded over the weekend. Oh, also, Indiana is now the best team in the country. So a lot of stuff happened. So
it was a big weekend.
Get your fire off your takes on Creighton and Nebraska ball or whatever else.
Well, Charles in the chat.
Take your victory laps.
Bad grapes do make great wine. And I would like to add, Creighton fans love drinking wine.
Do they like drinking WHINE?
I think every fan base loves drinking a little wine from time to time.
Sometimes you got to wine it out.
Yeah.
What was that call about, Josh?
That was one of our friends telling us, what great coach does get to go out on their own terms. In regards to Mac.
It's a great question that I don't have any sense of an answer to.
Mm-hmm.
If I could bring you inside of his mind, I would, I don't think he's probably thinking about that much.
I wouldn't think so.
But it's a great question that I could give no further context to at this moment in the season. Mostly because you do owe it to them to, like, all right, what is this going to be? Is this just going to be the season from hell and it's just going to be like this the entire time? Possible.
You refuse to believe that.
I do not believe that. Like I said, there was a lot of people yesterday who were just like, I just can't believe that they got all these horrible players. I don't think they have horrible players. I just don't think they're playing Creighton basketball right now.
I mean, they're barely playing collegiate basketball right now.
Right, exactly. It looks far, 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 far away from what it should be. Oh, it looks really, really difficult. Really, really difficult. From Pedro.
Hi, Pedro.
Hi, guys. I hope that all the fans wanted to fire the mayor of Nebraska 2 years ago are just as vocal in their reasoning for that take. Many people wanted to fire Fred Hoiberg. Fred Hoiberg is a great example of why eventually, when you believe you have a good coach, eventually you just have to trust him that he'll figure it out. And whatever they were doing at first was just not the right combo for Nebraska. And they have stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked. The patience paid off, and bang, there you go. A couple tweets from Jack John Mast. He's changed his name.
Jack John Mast.
Hopefully that's not legal. Creighton has plenty of talent to make it work this year still. Watching them play right now, it's hard to tell who the clear leader is on the floor. Looks like 5 really good players just running around. I couldn't agree more. 5 really fine. I mean, the good players don't look like very good players when they're doing what they're doing right now. So, yeah, that would be my only critique to that comment. I completely agree, though. Sipples Lost T writes it on Twitter.
Hi, Sipples Lost T.
I've been telling Creighton to go to hell for years, and now they are there. The power of prayer is real. Has Creighton arrived in hell and have your prayers been answered?
Yesterday was Sunday.
And then there's the classic stuff from John
John.
on the Eckroll Bank inbox. I have exactly 0 takes on Nebraska beating Creighton or about how you handled it. It's basketball, for the love of God. Who cares?
Oh, no.
Classic.
Well, I mean, we're right there, baby. It's basketball season.
Also, this is good from NU Tinskers.
Hey, NU Tinskers.
On Red and Blue, don't forget to upload Brickin' for Chicken on your Chick-fil-A app. Owen Freeman. I mean, that wasn't just Brickin' for Chicken. That was Brickin' for Chicken. Brickin'. The first one was bricked, and the second one was bricked. Like, they weren't just like missing for chicken. It was brickin' for chicken.
Clang.
Yeah, clanging for chicken. Also, this, before we take a break here, 1890, the initiative. Do you remember the 1890 people?
I'm familiar.
They have sent out an email
Good jerky.
to some folks. Says, we want to extend our sincere gratitude for your generous support of 1890 Nebraska over the last 3 years. Your commitment to helping us recruit and retain nation's top athletes has played an essential role in the continued success of Husker athletics. You stepped forward at a pivotal moment. We cannot fully express how much your support has meant to our program. As the landscape of intercollegiate athletics continues to evolve, 1890 will begin winding down our operation. Tyler Kai, who works in the Nebraska athletic department, says, we are deeply grateful for the Pede family and for their visionary leadership in establishing 1890, a bold initiative that ushered in a new era of excellence and strengthened a proud legacy of Nebraska athletics. The partnership between 1890 and the Huskers Athletic Fund has fueled our programs and set a powerful example of how Nebraska athletics will continue to embrace change and pursue innovative ways to generate resources. And they're like, we're out. Please direct your future support of Husker athletics to the Huskers Athletic Fund. So there you go. 1890 is going away. Nebraska's NIL operation is just in-house now.
So they
just like an accounting move, basically.
Oh, okay. I was like, are they giving the money back? Whatever was left in the coffers?
Well, like it became confusing. Like, is 1890 still a thing? Do I donate to 1890 or do I donate to the Huskers Athletic Fund? Now that you can donate to the Huskers Athletic Fund and it can go to the players, why not just donate it all to the Husker Athletics Fund?
Is there a warehouse full of jerky somewhere that they have to unload?
I would be interested in that.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in that for sure. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this on 1620 The Zone.